Welcome to the deep dive. Today, I want you to just consider something maybe we see all the time. You know, a sudden rain shower.
Yeah, or like watching a tiny seed push through the dirt.
Exactly. Or even just, the shade from a tree on a hot day. Simple stuff.
We often just walk past it, don't we?
Right. But what if these moments, what if they're actually more than just, nature doing its thing? What if they're messages?
That's a really insightful way to put it because, in the Quranic worldview, these things aren't just background scenery.
Okay.
They're considered active, living signs. The Qur'an calls them AYAT. Deep indicators, sort of like verses, revealing something divine.
Signs, like pointing towards something bigger.
Precisely. Every single bud, every fruit, every drop of rain. It's not seen as random. It's intricately woven into this larger divine story.
A story. What kind of story?
A story that's constantly reminding us, humanity, about two things, really. The incredible provision we receive and also our deep responsibility to the world.
Okay, that's a powerful reframing right there. So our mission for the deep dive then is to kind of dig into that.
Yeah, to explore how these everyday natural elements, plants, rain, growth, how they actually form this, divine narrative.
We want to uncover how Islamic ethical thought sees plant life, not just as pretty, but as a symbol.
A deep symbol, yes, of divine care, definitely, of human stewardship, our role as caretakers, and even, interestingly, our own spiritual growth.
And where are we getting these insights from?
Well, we've drawn them from excerpts of a chapter called Plant Life Signs of Growth and Mercy, and that chapter itself pulls directly from the Qur'an, the Sunnah.
Which is the Prophet's practices and teachings.
Exactly, and also from broader Islamic ethical thinking, so solid ground.
Good. So let's start with the Qur'an itself. How does it talk about rain and plants?
Oh, it emphasizes them repeatedly, and it directly connects them to really core ideas, like life itself, divine mercy, even resurrection.
Resurrection, how so?
Well, think about how rain brings dead, barren earth back to life. The Qur'an uses that imagery. But first, a key verse from Surah Kaf, verse 9. It says something like, "And we sent down blessed water from the sky, and we brought forth with it gardens and grain for harvest."
Blessed water. So there's intention there.
Absolutely. It's not just describing weather, it's a declaration of purpose. It invites us to see the why behind creation.
Okay, so that verse makes it clear it's not just about practical provision for us, is it?
No, not at all.
It feels like it's also meant to be a powerful teaching tool. How does the Qur'an build on that? Does it use plants to illustrate other big ideas?
Oh, definitely. That's a key theme. Like I mentioned, renewal after death is a big one. That parallel with rain reviving the earth that comes up often.
Right.
And then there's just the sheer diversity, the beauty of it all. Think about all the different leaves, flowers, fruits. The Qur'an points to this as a sign of divine artistry, of wisdom.
Like proof of a creator's hand.
Kind of, yeah. There's a verse, 14.32, reminds us, "It is Allah who created the heavens and the earth and sent down water from the sky, bringing forth fruits as provision for you." Simple statement, but profound.
And you mentioned mercy earlier.
Yes, deeply connected. Verse 16.65 says, "And Allah sends down rain from the sky and gives life thereby to the earth after its lifelessness." It really highlights how mercy is just woven into our food, our water.
That's a perspective shift.
And this leads to a really fascinating parallel. The Qur'an often compares the believer's heart to fertile soil.
The heart. Like soil, how does that work?
Well, just as rain softens and enriches the earth, making it ready to grow things, the idea is that divine guidance, revelation, is meant to soften and nourish our hearts, make them receptive.
Wow, that connection between rain and softening hearts, that's a beautiful image. It really makes you think about the condition of your own soil, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
And this isn't just, abstract thinking or philosophy, is it? The Prophet's own life, the Sirah. I assume that gives us concrete examples of him caring for greenery.
Oh, absolutely. It's quite remarkable, actually, how practical and proactive he was. He didn't just appreciate plants passively.
What did he do?
He actively encouraged planting trees. He framed it as an act of sadaqah jariyah, ongoing charity.
Ongoing charity, how so?
There's a hadith, a recorded saying, where he basically said, if a Muslim plants a tree or sows seeds, and then a bird or a person or an animal eats from it, it's considered charity for him.
So just planting something that gives life, that benefit continues to count for you, even after you're gone.
Exactly. It completely reframes gardening, doesn't it? Turns it into something with continuous spiritual reward.
That really does reshape how you'd view planting a tree. It connects it to something much bigger than just, say, environmental benefit.
Precisely.
And his environmental ethic, it seems like it went even further. I heard he even forbade destroying trees in, like, really extreme circumstances.
He certainly did. That's a key takeaway here, the depth of his ethic. He explicitly forbade destroying trees, especially fruit-bearing ones. Even during warfare. There's a hadith in Sunan Abu Dawud, a respected collection, that records the command, do not cut down fruit-bearing trees.
Wow. Even in war.
Yeah. It shows this incredibly comprehensive, really far-sighted respect for nature. It extends even to times of conflict, of scarcity. He also, just appreciated gardens, spoke fondly of shady places, found peace there.
It sounds surprisingly modern, that level of conservation thinking back then.
It really does when you think about it.
So he didn't just protect them, he also used them as teaching tools.
Yeah.
You mentioned parallels earlier. I remember reading he used plants as metaphors sometimes.
Yes, often, to illustrate spiritual truths.
Can you give us an example? Like, how did he use a plant to describe a believer?
Okay, one of the most famous examples is when he compared a believer to the date palm tree.
The date palm. Why that tree?
Well, in a hadith from Sahih al-Bukhari, another major collection, he posed a question. He asked his companions, among the trees there's one whose leaves don't fall, and it's like the Muslim. Tell me what it is.
And the answer was the date palm.
Exactly. Because it's steadfast. Its leaves don't just fall away. It provides fruit, shade, continuous benefit. It's a really vivid image, right? Steadfastness, usefulness.
That makes sense. A really strong metaphor.
But maybe the most striking example, the one that really shows his commitment to planting, comes from another collection, Musnad Ahmad. He said something truly remarkable.
What was it?
He said, if the hour, meaning the day of judgment, is about to be established, and one of you is holding a palm shoot, let him plant it.
Wait, even if the world is literally ending right at that moment, plant the shoot anyway.
Yes. Planted anyway.
That's an incredibly powerful statement. It's just planting isn't just about agriculture or even long-term benefit in this world. It's like an act of pure hope, faith.
Exactly. Profound hope. An act of faith even when facing absolute finality. It speaks volumes about the intrinsic value of the act itself.
So how does this perspective then, this deep kind of spiritual commitment to the land, connect back to our own inner lives, our spiritual growth?
Well, that brings us right to the heart of Islamic spirituality. There's this direct, powerful connection drawn between cultivating the land and cultivating the heart.
Okay.
The spiritual and the physical are seen as just profoundly intertwined, not separate things.
So let me see if I'm getting this right. The idea is that our good deeds are kind of like seeds.
Yes, exactly like seeds.
And they only really bear fruit if we nurture them carefully, with sincerity. Just like a plant needs water and sun and care to thrive.
That's precisely the analogy. And the flip side holds too. Meaning that neglecting the earth, being careless of the environment, that could be seen as a reflection of neglecting our own spiritual lives, like letting our inner garden go untended.
Okay, wow. That makes it really tangible. Our environmental actions become a kind of mirror for our internal state? Is that the direct parallel being drawn?
That's exactly it. The mercy we show to plants, the care we give the earth, they're seen as direct reflections of the mercy and care we're trying to cultivate within our own souls.
And the opposite. Is there a Qur'anic image for that, for fruitless effort?
There is. The Qur'an, in Surah Ibrahim verse 18, gives this potent image. It says, the deeds of those who disbelieve are like ashes blown away by the wind on a stormy day.
Ashes, just scattered, useless.
Right. Suggesting that without the right spiritual foundation, without cultivating that inner soil with faith and sincerity, our efforts, however grand they seem, might just be blown away, ultimately fruitless.
So just like soil needs to be worked, tilled, softened to be productive.
Our hearts need constant softening too. Through remembrance of God, through gratitude, through humility, that's what allows spiritual growth to truly flourish.
Okay, so what does this all mean for us, living our lives today? It sounds like there's this really vital concept here of maybe twofold cultivation, both external and internal.
That's a great way to put it. Twofold cultivation.
Can you expand on that? How do we nurture the environment around us while at the same time trying to grow virtues like sincerity, patience, compassion inside ourselves?
Well, the core idea is that they're intrinsically linked. The garden of the heart and the garden of the earth, they genuinely grow together. Both need nourishment.
Nourished by what?
Nourished by mercy, by sincere attention, by responsible action. So taking care of plant life stewardship isn't just an environmental issue in the modern, sometimes secular sense.
It's more than that?
Within this framework, yes. It's a direct reflection of our spiritual stewardship. It's how we actually embody divine mercy in our everyday actions.
Yeah.
It's practice.
Okay, so let's try to bring together the main threads from our deep dive today. We've explored how plants and rain, they're not just background noise in the Qur'an, they're presented as active, powerful signs, AYAT.
Right. Representing fundamental things: life, mercy, divine artistry, teaching us about renewal, diversity, sustenance, and faith itself.
And we also looked at the Prophet's own life, his example, showing this really profound love, but also practical care for greenery.
Absolutely. From encouraging planting as that ongoing charity, that sadaqah jariyah,
Continuous source of good.
to absolutely forbidding the destruction of fruit-bearing trees, even in the middle of a conflict, which is just incredible.
It really is. And those beautiful plant metaphors he used, like the date palm representing the steadfast believer.
Images that stick with you.
And that truly inspiring call, plant that shoot, even if the day of judgment is literally happening right now.
Yeah.
That paints a picture of planting as, well, more than just planting, as an act of deep faith, mercy, and just unwavering hope.
And tying it all together, we landed on that powerful analogy, how cultivating the earth directly mirrors cultivating the heart.
Right. Good deeds needing nurture like seeds. Neglecting the earth reflecting spiritual neglect.
Exactly. That concept of twofold cultivation, nurturing the environment outside and fostering sincerity, patience, compassion inside, it feels fundamental.
It suggests our stewardship of plant life is really a direct reflection of our spiritual stewardship.
It really underscores that idea. The garden of the heart and the garden of the earth, they truly thrive together when we nourish both with mercy, with conscious effort.
So, with all that in mind, maybe we can leave you, the listener, with something to mull over as you go about your day.
A final thought, perhaps?
Yeah. Think about this. What seeds, and they could be literal seeds in the ground, or spiritual seeds, intentions, actions, what seeds are you planting in your own life right now? For future generations, maybe.
And flowing from that,
Yeah.
how do you actively cultivate both the earth around you, in small ways or big, and the garden of your own heart in your daily life?